I was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes, as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see the car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive pimp in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if a bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen. Then get her naked with sex-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, the pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a big slap, slap. Come get your face clapped. hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Welcome back, welcome back. I'm your host, Scoop for Justice, here where we live, love, and laugh, and conquer police brutality. And we are in Georgia on tonight. We have an officer unhinged, out of control, on a rampage, with a pattern. So let's go ahead, fact check, and dissect the actual event and the corruption of law and its behavior. So get your popcorn, get your wine, get whatever you may need. Sit back, relax, and let's jump on and enjoy the content.
Channel. To understand the weight of today's story, I must bring you back to a video I published last month. Here is a brief recap, or jump ahead to the timestamp on screen. In 2018, Bryce Sasser followed in his father's footsteps to become a police officer.
Stay with me, Ray! Come on, Ray! So safe. What talking about, baby? That's what I'm talking about, baby.
It's the worst thing ever.
Little did he know that shortly after, tragedy would strike his family.
Hey, tell your mama, tell your mom you love her.
Documents point a picture of a troubled man who was upset about a recent divorce.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Why are you here at my house? You are not allowed in my house.
Today, we spoke with people who know Sasser personally. They say he was in shock after learning that his wife has a boyfriend and served him divorce papers just yesterday. They insist that he wouldn't hurt anyone, just that his life had unraveled in a matter of days.
All three people in the video would end up dead almost 2 months later.
Investigators say Lieutenant Corey Sasser killed the mother of his child, Katie Kettles, and her friend John Hall before killing himself.
Now you might be asking, what does this tragedy have anything to do with Bryce Sasser?
News4Jax has also learned Corey Sasser's son, Bryce Sasser, has been arrested and charged with reckless conduct. The arrest warrant shows Bryce Sasser failed to report that his father had taken guns from his home, despite knowing that a Glynn County magistrate court had banned his father from having firearms.
Bryce was fired for his involvement in that incident, but was soon hired by the Brunswick police. Attorney Roland Mumford reached out to me to share a recent case involving Bryce.
Step off. Step off.
Officer tells the guy on the bicycle to get off, and then he slings him to the ground. I don't know why. Compelling question is, did it require that kind of force? We're talking about a kid on a bicycle on the sidewalk who hadn't did anything other than ride a bicycle on a sidewalk. And now you're tackling them to the ground.
That 13-year-old was charged for not having a light on his bicycle and obstruction, but all charges were quickly dropped. The GBI opened an investigation into the case, and Bryce is now facing a lawsuit for the incident, which brings us to the current story. A good friend of mine runs the channel Shields of Shame. Be sure to check out his channel linked below, because he dug up even more arrests by this officer and found that on this.
All right, y'all. So just to explain the intro and the whole beginning of this storyline, this is about this gentleman named Bryce Sesser, okay? And as we saw, it showed a video clip of him going into training to become a police officer, trying to follow in his father's footsteps. Now, his father was a lieutenant. That was the mugshot we saw in the news, Corey Sesser. And he found out that his wife had a boyfriend. She served him divorce papers, basically, and he deleted the wife, the boyfriend, and then himself. So that was the news plaster that we just saw in the mugshots. That lieutenant man who deleted everybody was Bryce's father. All right. So basically, his father deleted his mother and her new boyfriend. All right. So now we see where Bryce had, during that case, he had did some cover-up things for his father. Something about he wasn't allowed to have any guns or pow-pows. And they found out that he covered up evidence. And they charged Bryce, arrested him, and fired him off the police force. Well, somebody or some idiot rehired him in a different county in Georgia on the police force. And ever since he's been back on the police force, there's been a pattern. People seem to get hurt. People's rights are being violated. And he currently has a lawsuit going on. So now this is a separate incident, okay? We're going to check out the whole scenery behind his actions, right? Of his policing here in the state. We are in Georgia tonight, in the state of Georgia. So smash that like button, the thumbs up, or hit the love button. I greatly appreciate your support.
This incident, Bryce Sasser was called to assist his colleagues who were at the home of an alleged runaway. The body cam starts as Bryce and his sergeant arrived to speak with the mother. But while they were there, they found that the teen was home after all. And as they speak with the teen's mother, the boy appeared at the front door.
My youngest left with my uncle and my daughter just wanted to go buy new phones because our phone was kind of
You're not going to spend nobody out. You don't know me. No, you're not. You don't know me either.
At the end of the day, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to do.
No.
Why are you talking to me? I don't know you.
Go inside. Go inside. Go inside.
You just shut the door off.
All right, so just to point it out, this is Bryce Sesser right here. This is the guy. All right. Pattern with the family history, being already fired off the police force, got current charges, been convicted prior, and lawsuits, and now he's out here policing. So this is what we're fact checking on tonight, people. All right, and appreciate your support.
Hey, y'all stay separated. You talk to them. You talk to them. You stay inside. Hey, keep on.
I don't know why you at my house.
Because I can't be.
In this video, I'm going to be using CDance 2.5's newest upgrade, being able to generate long videos.
Despite the boy never using foul language or making threats, and speaking from within the confines of his home, the officers enter without consent or warrant to handcuff him, all for having an attitude.
Calm down.
So boom, right here, we see where Bryce's go inside these people's house with no warrant, grab this young man, and now he's choking him. We just see him with his hand around his neck. and now he's choking him. But here's the kicker. He had no warrant to go up in there. We heard when dude asked, why are you at my house? Now, to explain the scenario, the mother, the lady we saw, that's this young man's mother. The mother called the police on him. They're having an altercation. So she's the reason the police is out there. They're having an argument, altercation, or whatever the case may be in their home. Under the law, if there's no warrant, if a crime has not been committed, you have no right to arrest. You have no right to physically attack or use excessive force. So that's what we're seeing right now. This is this man's policing that we are fact checking. All right. So you know what to do. Share them thoughts and smash that like button.
Put your hands on your back. What did I do? I didn't run up on nobody. Mama didn't do that. Mama didn't do that. Mama.
46 dispatch. I got one investigative attention.
If you didn't see it the first time, Officer Sasser is seen grabbing the throat of the teen with both hands after taking him to the ground, during which the sergeant lunges at the mother, causing Officer Walker to lose her grip and footing as she fell backwards into the brick wall.
Stand up up here. Stand up up here. You hit her head. And it's thank you. Are you okay?
So now, as a result of Sasser's actions, he has harmed his own colleague. He busts up in these people's door with no warrant. So that is illegal grounds. And as a result, his partner, his co-worker, his colleague gets hurt. She's knocked out unconscious. All right. We see the title of the video, Unlawful Entry, Cop Gets Knocked Out. Behind his actions, we have the sergeant there on the scene, Sasser, and his colleague. All right. Now, let's just continue to fact check and see what all goes down step by step, play by play. But we're also going to go back to everybody's actions involved, including the mothers who actually call law enforcement out there. All right. Now let's dialogue and share your thoughts.
Good. Yes. You got me.
I need a squad. I got an officer down.
Can I get up, please? Please. I got cameras. Stand up. Stay down. No, stay down. Stay down. Put your face down, man. What is he doing? Put your face down. Stop. All
right, walk. Fell towards the wall. While the female tried to attack another officer. And she went to the wall. She is
come on. Mama. Excuse me, sir. Sir, you have a right to talk to me. Stop. You have a right to talk to me. Turn around. I'll talk to you in a minute. I got an officer down. Stop. Sir, I didn't do that. Stop. Sir, what are you talking about? Stop moving. Come on, just sit down. Come on, get up.
Walker, you good? Walker, are you good? You good? Can you feel anything? Huh?
Man, did she look good? That's like the ignorant question to ask right now. That's the stupidest question. You should be better trained. And this is the sergeant. Are you good? Did she look good? You need to be checking her pulse. Make sure she's conscious. She's breathing. Of course, you got the medic coming on the scene and just trying to talk to her to calm her down. You know, to keep her mind steady, to keep her from blacking all the way out. But she really is unconscious at this point. But, I mean, you're asking some stupid questions. I mean, does she look good? Come on, man. But on the flip side, this is a result of when authority is out of order. When they come reckless, then the whole situation gets reckless, right? Again, he just runs up on this dude because he sees the mother and the son arguing. Okay, but if you had any sense, sir, you would sit back and let them hang theyself. For example, they out there arguing and clowning. If they get the fist fighting or physical altercation, then you got grounds to arrest. Somebody swing on somebody, then you got grounds. grounds to bust a move. Or if they get to argue and a verbal threat is being made, somebody say something, I'm gonna whoop yo, I'm gonna bust yo. Then you got grounds to arrest. But you had no grounds, sir. There was no threat, no crime being committed, no harassment. So basically, you just went out there and made matters worse and got somebody hurt. So you got a monkey on your back, which are the roots of your history going all the way back to your family line that you need to deal with. Because at this point, everything you do is destructive, and you are a corruption to society, the problem to society, and you need to be permanently banned. All right, now share your thoughts, people, as we continue to dig on in into this video.
Squeeze my hand. Squeeze my hand.
No.
Get in there.
Y'all
Get in there.
Nothing.
Move your legs.
Y'all said nothing to me.
Nicole. She hit her head.
486 dispatch ETA on that ambulance.
Well, I grabbed the lady, Walker grabbed me, and Walker went back and fell while I was trying to grab the lady.
Grab my finger. Can you grab my finger?
Do you want me to leave this on or turn it off?
No, leave it on. Walker. Walker, you good?
Can you squeeze our finger?
Stay put.
So the lady knows what to do. She's properly talking to her and coaching her and trying to keep her circulation going and get her back conscious. He just needs to shut up. I mean, you don't know what to say, dude. Just shut up. That's the best advice.
Okay, 10-4.
You good? Can you squeeze my hand?
You want me to try to take your stuff off?
486 on 2.
Huh?
Yeah,
Hey,
can you
give me a little bit more of what happened? I missed half of 424 traffic.
It was an altercation with 2 individuals. Officer 420 hit her head on the brick side of the house and fell. She does have her eyes open. She is breathing. We're removing her equipment now. We are asking questions, but getting no answers right now from her. I'm gonna try to pick up her.
Don't try to move her.
Yeah, she good.
Okay.
Right, so she's non-responsive. And so everything happened pretty fast. So just to kind of reiterate, just to go back just a tad. So when Cesar ran up in the house, right, to grab the boy, and she was standing behind Cesar, when he grabbed the boy and drug him out the house and they was tussling, he was tussling with him, she goes to step back out and she stepped on the edge of the porch and lost her balance. And when she fell, she hit her head on the corner of the brick of the side of the house, or the corner of the side of the porch, and it knocked her out unconscious. Now, we see that the mother, he says that the mother jumped in to try to jump in it and jump on him, but she was trying to stop him because, yes, she called the law out there to get some control over her child or her son. But when she seen her son being violated and when she seen him being abused and attacked, that was not her purpose. Then, yes, she was trying to stop you and say, hold up, wait a minute. And so now you got them both handcuffed and charged. That's what you was out there for anyway. You're not there to solve a problem and serve the public. You're out there to arrest, to meet quota, and to attack people. You're on a power trip, an ego trip, and say that you went home and did a good deed. So these are the people we're exposing, folks in a position of authority that's out here on demon time. All right, share your thoughts, share, and let's continue to Dialogue in the chat.
Walk, you good? Huh? What can't you feel?
I don't know.
Huh?
I got it here.
Can you feel my hand? Huh? Can you feel my hand?
Come here.
I got you, bro. I'm sorry. I don't even know what I did, bro.
It's fine.
Can you please let my mama, like, what happened to my mama?
She's fine.
Come on, I just started.
Stop. Hey, will you leave your car running? Do you have a cage?
Oh, what did I do? I was just, sir, I'm sorry.
Is it unlocked?
What did I do?
Come here. Look, let's get talked to, and we're gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk to you. Stop. Stop.
Did I hit the car?
Everything's
Am I
fine.
getting arrested?
I will come talk to you in a minute.
Talk to me. I'm just sitting here.
Okay, move your legs.
Can somebody talk to me, please?
Let me move your legs.
So why didn't you take him out the car? If you weren't going to tell him why he's being arrested, what he's charged with, what was the point? Did you all get that, people? Or did we miss it?
I know it's my fault. Why was my mama in color?
Yeah, well, because I told you to calm down and quit acting like that.
You wanted to come in my house without entry. You don't have no reason to be in my
Okay.
house.
Okay.
You to go in my house.
Okay.
So I'm not the conversation. I'm not the officer.
We are skipping the ad.
Another supervisor arrives on scene.
So hold up. I just want to go back to what Cesar just said. Because I told you to calm down. That's not a crime. He was talking to his mother. That was him and his mother having words or arguing. That's why you were called out there. But now, instead of you solving the problem, he asked you, man, why you at my door? Instead of you saying I was called here, your mother called me out here because you wouldn't calm down. So that's your bogus excuse of why you ran up illegally with no search warrant in his house, pulled him out, beat him down, put your hands around his neck, choked him out, and arrested. And now you still haven't even given him a charge of what crime he's committed or what he's being charged with. So yeah, man, you need to calm down. That's what we're seeing, that you're the issue. You're the problem, right? Unhinged, out of control. All right, so what do you see? Share your opinion in the chat.
So once we got here, they trying to find out what's going on. Juvenile's in the house doing a lot of talking. So he want to come out. She want to run the house, get in the face. So I told Sassa, I said, go ahead and get him and put him handcuffs because he want to start getting bumped up at Sassa. He tries to shut the door while Sassa standing right there. He shuts the door, so I told Sassa to grab him. Sassa grabs him. Of course, he want to start resisting a little bit. Mom runs up on Sassa. I snatch her up, and Walker trying to snatch her. By that time, Walker, as I'm trying to grab the mama, Walker fell and hit her head back there. Then was able to get the mama right there.
Where's the mom?
She over there in Earl's. She's over there in Earl's.
She's in Earl's truck.
Now, they're going with the story that mom ran up on Sasser. Mom was trying to stop Sasser from attacking her son. Now, she wanted proper policing and correction, right? To get some control under the situation. But he came reckless and ruthless. So now everything went to the left. That's what we just saw. You know, when you're the leader and you're ruthless, then other people follow. 9 times out of 10. So now they want to say she was the reckless and ruthless one, but no, Cesar started it, right? He started it. And now you want her to pay for his mistakes. All right. So what do you see? Because it's looking like it's all a setup, bro. It's all bogus. Just a total hiccup, a setup. So let's just see where it's going to go down next.
Thank you.
486 dispatch, squash 23.
I'm not talking to anybody until my officer's sent. Then I'll talk. don't know what's going on, bro. Like, what? Yeah, she's on the bus. Somebody, sir? Right here. Yo, bro, my heart hurts. What you got, bud?
All right, so this is the other son in the background. Okay, this is the other son in the background. He just came home. He has no idea what's going on. Maybe he got a phone call that his brother. So that's what we're seeing right now. Just to let you know who this is and what time, what's going on in the moment. He got a call that his mother and his brother is locked up, and he has no clue what all went down, what's going on, and he see an officer knocked out unconscious in the yard.
I don't know why he's standing up like this. That man. Hey, baby. How you feeling?
She wasn't able to follow any of my directions. Both felt good.
What happened? So, during the altercation, trying to get the mama, she grabs onto the mama, and me and the mama was at the same time tussling. She went backwards and she hit her head on this. I didn't see that part. I think she saw the part I was dealing with the mama. But I know she did come back on the wall. All right, sweetheart. Did she make any noise when she went down? Or, yeah.
Y'all need us to do anything? Okay.
No, they got her.
The medics work on transporting Officer Walker as others put the mother in a vehicle without AC.
Yeah. This AC's not working. Well, I didn't want to. Okay, all right. Do you want me to pull up there?
So I'm gonna go downtown?
No.
No, you just sit here, keep everybody out of the way, and go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on down now.
Go ahead and follow. What do we got as far as charges on mom and the son?
Well, right now, both of them got obstruction right now. I can't really say. Yeah. Well, mom, I'm gonna say, I don't think with the mom's situation, it'd be more of as Walker trying to grab her, I'm grabbing her, then she flipped over and fell. So I don't, mom didn't do it like she actually did. It was like,
hey, Chief. Hey, Captain Wilson's not answering, so I have an officer down, Officer Nicole Walker. They got out of a runaway juvenile up here at College Park. The juvenile and the mother became obstructive, which caused Officer Walker to fall back into the corner of the brick house.
College Park, Georgia. So now they're trying to pin it on the mother and say the mother pushed the officer down. Walker, Nicole Walker is her name, and possibly charge her with it. They got to put the blame on somebody, right? The blame has to go somewhere. So let's just see where it's finna go. And we already see Cesar right here. Okay, the boom done told the lie to the captain that's done came on the scene. But the body cams don't never lie, buddy. The body cams don't never lie. And you need to do what you're doing. Hold your head down and get your act together and pull the molasses out your ass, because all of this was behind your bogus actions. Instead of honoring the law that you swore the duty into, you are the problem to society. So share your thoughts, people, and we can continue to do commentary.
Hit her head. She's alert but unresponsive.
What was he doing to you?
So when we went in to grab him to separate them,
once we get out here.
Well, when we got here, he yanked away from me and did like this, and then that's when I just grabbed him and took him straight to the ground.
So we know that's lie number one, because we saw you walk up in the door. The body cams don't lie, as I just said. I reiterate once again. And you dragged him out the door, and he was trying to get away from you, and y'all was tussling. Then you got him slammed down to the ground. That's what happened. So we see that's lie number one, Cesar.
So really right now, until we watch video right now.
Now she tried to jump on me when she saw me grab
She came to you, that's why I snatched her up. And then that's when I saw.
All right, so that's lie number two, Cesar, because she didn't attack you. but she was trying to come between you and her son to keep you from attacking him. So lie number 2, people.
Walker coming to get us, so at the same time we grabbing. I think Walker just happened to slip back. That's why I say so. It wouldn't be Mama that like did it purposely. It was just all colliding, and Walker actually just went back as we were grabbing her. But she did rush at him. That's when I ended up snatching her. So that's how all that came right there between Mom. Cause
So we have obstruction with violence, correct?
Just advising of a helicopter.
Because he snatched away from me when we tried to separate him, and then she tried to jump on me when she saw me take him to the ground. So yeah, because of what she did, caused her to fall.
She can be charged with that.
Yeah,
she can be charged with yeah. He'll be more until we watch video on him. He'll just be right now with destruction because I said he didn't actually try to cause violence to him, but with her running up on him, that's enough to articulate that. Because I snatched her. She ran up on him and grabbed her. And I snatched her. Walker was grabbing her at the same time. But she caused her to turn and hit her head. So yeah, we'll go there. Yep.
So
if we can get you to transport Mama, book her in.
Obstruction with violence.
She's in the back seat of that Crown Vic.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready,
We will be Officer Walker, 206 Mansfield, 267 and then
we got a juvenile on him.
So we heard the bald-faced lie that Cesar told his superior because of what she did, and he said it in particular. It caused her to slip and fall. No, it's because of what you did. Because the question should be asked, why did you arrest the young man? Why did you go in the house? We know we don't have a search warrant. So did he hit his mother? Was he fighting? Did he threaten somebody? Did he attack you? What crime did he commit? And that's the question you cannot answer. All right, share your thoughts, people.
Yeah.
Make sure they're his cups.
Yeah. Mine are on him.
Yeah, we just do a juvenile complaint form on him. I'm pretty sure juvenile gonna take him. They're gonna take that kid.
Just about 311, you get 1022 on the ELO.
And all we're doing.
I believe they are going to fly her out. Just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
We're going to fly her out?
Yeah.
I thought they just canceled the helo.
It sounded like they did.
Yeah, the landing zone at the college.
Yeah. The college.
Helicopter standby for 307 at the college. Did you lock the door?
Yeah.
What a job, people. I mean, what a job. Look what you've all done. A disaster, a mess. You got your own man down, your own partner hurt, and bogus arrest. 2 innocent people illegally charged and arrested. This is all behind their uncontrolled disrespect of the law, egotistic, power trip, corrupt, on demon time behavior. That's what I need you people to see. This is the light that's being exposed and shine on the darkness out here, people. We stand up for truth, empowerment, justice, and light. And so we see how one small mistake can spiral out of control and everybody can pay. All right. So what do you think? I mean, it's ridiculous, people. What do you see? What do you think? Feel free, share your thoughts, because I just see a disaster and an unhinged cop who's just doing what he wants to do. He's making up his own laws, his own rules. And he's not being properly chastised and corrected. And so it's a mistake that he was even rehired back on the force. He's supposed to be banded for life because the crime that he tampered with evidence on was serious. 3 people lost their lives, including one unaliving themselves, which was his father. So I think the man needs to have some therapy. He needs to be mentally evaluated. He got some deep-rooted issues and some a monkey on his back. You know, sometimes you have to face that demon in order to conquer it. and you're not equipped nor qualified to get out of here and serve and properly protect the public. That's the issue at hand, people. If you see anything any different, be my guest. Feel free. You're more than welcome. All right? The panel is right here waiting for you.
Okay, you can 22 that 1050.
Everything's in her car.
The only party on scene didn't want anything done.
They cancel it. Man.
They did cancel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, bro. I was gonna get flushed. Get her to the jail. Where's your dad at? So we can release this cat.
He said he's about 30 minutes out. Dad said he's 30 minutes out.
How old are you?
He's got to wait for another employee.
You're 16. Okay.
Are you calling for 424?
Go ahead.
So check this out, people. After all this, they're going to release the son. The one that you originally ran up on, he's a minor. He's 16, and so they're going to release him. They can't take him to an adult jail. And I believe they're going to end up bogusly slapping a charge on him, but he has to go to juvenile court on it, or they have to file a petition under the juvenile judicial system. And basically, he'll receive a court date in the mail, and he has to go to court on it. But they cannot arrest. He was a minor. He is a minor. So you attack a minor, and you can't even arrest. 0 grounds to arrest. So after all this, I mean, what was the cause? What was the point? Sir, you could not take this child to jail. So what you got to say now? What point was you trying to prove? Because it looks like the joke is on you.
Possible 1050, but the only party on scene didn't want anything done. The 10-4 to X-ray.
Hey, are you free? Yeah.
All right, we're going to slide down just a little bit. I believe. Okay, here we go. Right up there.
Have you ever wanted to see your
Give it 1
home from
second,
space?
and we
With
will.
this free satellite Earth
skip
Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your
the ad.
He's gonna go out
All right. So when you rush that officer, all right? It's on video. All right. You can fight it in court. Until then, you're gonna be charged with obstruction of violence, right? By going to that officer the way you did, you should have let us do our job, okay? You should let us do our job. I understand that, but again, you ran up on the officer and grabbed him. That is enough for us. Ma'am, you grabbed my officer and I grabbed you. And that's how we end up doing what we doing, okay?
Don't do that. I did not do that.
So some people say, well, was the mama wild? Was she out of control? I mean, if the police was going to, handle her son, she called him out there for that purpose, then why would she try to jump in? I mean, some people see it both ways. Like, she spazzed out and she brought all the drama upon herself when the police is chastising him. But see, my thing is, but it's a proper way. You have to do it according to the laws. And so they were violating his rights. They was doing it out of order. You cannot just run up in people's house because two folks have an altercation. If me and you live in the same residence and we have a disagreement or altercation and the police is called, if no crime has been committed, meaning no physical fighting, nobody attacked nobody, no threats, but we're just having a verbal altercation, or that means an argument, right? Or even two neighbors, right? And the police is called. You can't just run up in somebody's house and decide to drag them out there, slam them to the ground and arrest them because no crime has been committed. This is the light we need to see, people. This is the light I'm shining. Let's learn our laws. You cannot do that. You have to do it according to the laws. That's the officer's job. To what? To exercise the laws or enforce the laws, right? So that's where we're at, people. And the mother was just really trying to protect her son. She didn't want to see him get hurt. That was not the reason she called the folks out there. All right, so let's just make that clear. And now they want to make her pay for Cesar's mistakes. All right, what do you see on that note? Because I don't see anything any different. Okay, I mean, again, you feel free to share your thoughts.
The officers now talk about what to charge the boy with.
So what are we gonna do? What do we got on him?
All we got on him is destruction. But we don't know what was actually taking place here until we got here.
It was a runaway.
I mean, he was here when we got here. So he had never ran away. When we got here,
was he already shown back up here when y'all got here?
What happened when y'all
When
got
we
here?
got here, he ran up to the car and he was just like, "Go ahead, take me." And then he wouldn't let us ask him any questions to figure out what's going on. He just was very verbal, like, you know, back and forth. He's trying to argue with some.
So now they're all gathering together trying to plot what they're going to do. They're trying to figure it out because it's all out of order. If you knew you had something set in stone, then there would be nothing to plot. It would be nothing to figure out. You already know the charge. You already have your probable cause and your reasons and evidence, right? So y'all trying to plot something together because you know there's no proper reason.
He dropped all his phone and stuff on the grass. He's like, take me. He went over in front of the car and had his hands behind his back, and he's like, just take me. And then Mom was saying, you know, I've had issues with him. And she started to go about what started the day off, and we never got any further. He went in the house. She told him to go in the house, and then that's when y'all hear he went
Tell it again. That's when the goon here went up in the house. The boy was already in the house. We remember in the beginning of the video when him and his mother was arguing. She's standing outside talking to the police officers. He in the doorway, the son, you know, arguing with her. So she went and shut the door. The boy is in the house. She stood out there, continued talking to the police, you know, about him out of control or whatever issue she having with him. And then he does open the door back up, but he stays inside the house. And that's when Cesar walks up. That's what happened. And you basically ran up on him. So, I mean, come on, people. He told him to be quiet. You know, hey, let us speak with your mother and you just need to lay low, you know, calm down and be quiet. And the boy was like, well, why are you even here? You should have properly answered this question because your mother called me. We were called out here by her. It's just that simple. No, you said he wouldn't calm down and he wouldn't close his mouth. He doing the most. And you run up in there, drag him out and slam him. So that's what we got going on, people. If you see any otherwise, share your thoughts. According to our laws, we are in the state of Georgia on tonight.
So when we got here, they were nose to nose, face to face. We go inside to pull her away from separate the parties. When we separate the parties, he says,
"You ready to go?
You're not gonna put your fucking hands on me," and goes to slam the door in my face. So then that's when they say, well, go ahead and grab him and let's get him separated.
And that's lie number 3. That's lie number 3, people. Actually, number 4. Because the third lie was when he said that the mother was the reason that the officer fell and got hurt. So that's lie number 4. All right, we're just catching them back to back to back. All right, fact checking, step by step, play by play. You know how we do it here at School for Justice.
When I went to go move him, he starts immediately fighting back with me. So then when we come outside and she's standing outside, when we come outside, he pulls away from me and goes to square up. And then that's when I grab him. And as I'm taking him to the ground, Mom comes and tries to grab me to pull off of her son.
So tell the truth. Tell the truth. There we go. There we go now. The more they talk, the more they tell on themselves, just like they say about us. If they're investigating us under a crime, if we're under investigation for a crime, they allow you to talk because the more you speak, they say the more you will tell on yourself. So the first officer told that he ran up in there and grabbed him. Now he's telling on himself. All right. But that's not the first story he told his superior here. That's not what you told the captain, buddy. So if you all hearing or seeing anything different, please share your thoughts. Because at this point, his story has changed, right? And then the other officer, the lady officer, who was telling the story and said that Cesar ran up in the house and put his hands on the boy and drug him out and slammed him to the ground and arrested him, is just verifying or confirming her story. So the superior here, Lieutenant, man, you ain't no dummy. You know you slipping. You're not slow. You hear your officers and what they saying really happened. Plus, you got the body cams to back it up. So do your job properly. Do your job properly. And discipline. And get to the bottom of it and the root of it and knock off all the bogus charges. Or it can always what? Come back and hunt you before you have to pay the price, the ultimate price, especially with Cesar's history. He's supposed to be banned from the force, you know, for good, right? He's not even supposed to be out here in the first place.
If you saying he squared up with you, that's your articulation. If you feel comfortable enough to charge it because you saw him square up and take a fighting stand, that's offering violence. That's enough to get him with that.
When I'm at the top of his shoulders, he dipped like this. And
Man, what the hell is you talking about? What the hell is you talking about, bro? Because at this point, I guess you're trying to put a storyline of lies in Cesar's head to go with so y'all can write that down on the police report. See, they're all in cahoots together. We know this, right? And this is a do boy right here. Your old do boy. That's what we got going on. And so you trying to help him come up with a storyline and lies to put him right. But it's not going to stick in court, buddy. It shall not work.
Was coming back up.
Okay,
I didn't give him a chance to really show, but obviously he was getting his position to not allow me to separate him.
Fortunately, the lieutenant on scene asks the golden question.
Boom, there it is. When you get through with all of that, when you get through with all your lies and all the chaos and all the drama, and locking everybody up and slamming everybody to the ground, when you get through with all of that and making excuses to your superior, because he can hear it, and he heard y'all tell on yourselves. Okay, I pointed that out just a second ago, right? And another of his officers fell on Cesar. But when you get good and through, what law was violated? And you talking about, I mean, we got a runaway juvenile. How's he ran away when he's at home? When you pulled up at the house, the boy was at the house there with his mother. So how's he a runaway? And even if he is a runaway, that's not grounds for an arrest, right? It's not grounds for an arrest. That's not, I mean, you capture him. So what was violated? When you get good and through, bingo, there it is.
We got a runaway juvenile, but he's not run away if he's standing on the property.
Right. So once we got here, mom and him arguing at each other's face. And so at that point, when he's telling them to separate.
All right, y'all. So this is the 10th time you telling this story, which shows what? Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying, people, because they have told this same story for the past hour since their superior got on the scene. And so he know it's some bull. He know it's some it's some trash in the scene. They're making up smack, right? He's not slow by a long shot. They're trained people to follow their intuition, to listen carefully, to understand proper communication. And so, in other words, they're sitting back telling the same story over and over and over again. Are we not watching this? If what you said once was true, you don't have to keep repeating yourself. Tell the story to your superior, write the report, and be through with it. Maybe have an eyewitness to help back up and verify your testimony. And hey, tell them pull the body cam if necessary. But you keep going on and on, over and over and over, round and round in circles over the same, because you're trying to get your life straight. Get your life straight, sir. And let's get your life straight, sir. And let's see how far it's gonna go.
The kid he shuts the door while Sasha standing right there and hits the door on Sasha's leg.
You sure about that?
Hey, y'all stay separated. You talk to them. You talk to them. You stay inside. Hey, keep on.
You sure about that?
I don't know why you at my house.
Because I can't be.
You sure about that?
So I said, go ahead and put him in handcuffs right now until we figure out what's going on. By that time, that's when all the commotion started.
Because the way they were,
He's lying. He never even told Cesar to put the boy in cuffs. That's a bald-faced lie, and the camera's gonna prove it. Cesar didn't give you time. This is Cesar's sergeant. He's the sergeant, but he's really a do boy. Because Cesar didn't give you time to give him any orders or direct or guide. He took matters into his own hands. And he just told the boy, since he wouldn't be quiet, he ran up on him. That's what we saw. So the lieutenant's looking like, okay, which way is this going? Because this is making absolutely no sense. And who's lying? Let's get to the bottom of the truth, man. Because we're going to have to deal with it. There's a minor involved. Cesar already has a pattern in the history. It's all in his jacket. It's all in his jacket, right? A pattern. These type of people always have a pattern. It does not start overnight. He's a monster, okay? And until somebody seriously get injured, you all won't take it as serious as you should, all right? But they'll find out in the end. Share your thoughts as we continue to dive.
Again, I'm looking for what.
We haven't got there yet, but we are here for a reason. We haven't got there because we're trying to find out, but why we're trying to.
Right?
Well, once we got here, but when we got here, they in each other face arguing. So at that point, we gets out. He's standing right there. He goes inside and then come back out and start yelling at mom. And by that time, Sasser told him to be quiet so we can find out what's going on. And the mom square up in each other face in the house. So by that time, mama comes back out here and he tells him again, chill out. And he comes back to the door, open the door like, who you talking to? Who you know this? So
people, listen. This is a prime example of stop thinking every single thing when you get in your emotions or your feelings, or even have a situation or circumstance that you think the police is going to come out there to help you. Stop calling the police over every little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone bullshit. Because a lot of the petty stuff, if it's nothing serious, if, you know when you really need to call authority. But over the petty stuff, stop thinking that they're coming to help you. They don't care. They're not there to help. They're there to arrest. This is a prime example. So be careful is the lesson, because they don't have any compassion for the people. They're not there to help solve the problem. They're there to meet quota, to build rank, to get a badge, through violating your rights by arresting you over whatever reason they choose to make up. So keep that in mind, people. Stop thinking they're out to help over every little thing, because they're not. You have to pray that you find a real, sincere, upright character, person with integrity that will do their job according to the laws, by laws, correctly, to help you, who actually cares. But just stop thinking that in general, because that's not reality.
By that time, when Sasser standing right there, pretty much like, nah, finna do this. He went to slam down Sasser's foot.
Hit to down Sasser's leg. He went to slam down Sasser's foot.
So that time, I said, Sasser, go on and put him in handcuffs right now until we figure out what's going on. Then that's when everything started.
Because as irate as they were, we never would have been able to figure out what they were arguing about. And they're touching noses, yelling, going at each other.
Okay, but Cesar, you got them separated. When y'all pulled up, they was arguing one-on-one all up on each other because they in the house together. But you got them separated. You have the mother outside and the boy was still in the house. So, okay, you got to de-escalate, right? This is trainer rookie one-on-one. You got to de-escalate. What do? You escalate the situation and got your own colleague hurt. Knocked out unconscious. Could have lost her life. It's all behind your actions, buddy. And we're going to find out in the end.
Again, with no crime, warrant, or other lawful reason to enter the home, the lieutenant knows the jail won't book him.
And that's why he's scratching the back of his head. Cause he looking like, man, man, are you serious, bro? Like, no, this some bull, dog. That's how he looking like. This is all a bunch of bull crap, so you telling me there's no crime been committed? The boy is a minor. You gotta release him. You saying this and that the mama did this, but it was behind you putting hands on the boy. I mean, and I got an officer down and hurt, and he just shaking the back of his head because he know it's nonsense. This is foolishness. But look who you have out here on your team. Look who you have out here on your squad representing you in the streets. Because when you're the leader and you're the management, every deed, every action, every word, every thought that your workers do, your employees do, you're responsible for it. It falls back on you, buddy. So you got them out here on a warpath, on a rampage. And at the end of the day, you're responsible. If you do not give them disciplinary action and correct, it falls back on you, buddy.
The boy's uncle arrives and takes responsibility for the boy.
So, do you want to take custody of him? Okay.
He needs to go.
He's not going anywhere. Juvenile's not going to take him.
Juvenile's not going to take him. No. Well, I guess I have to take him with me then. Okay.
Right. That's not how juvenile works. You can't just, I'm pressing charges and they lock them up. That's not how it works with minors. You have to actually go down to the courts and file a petition and do paperwork, and it's a whole process. And then they send out a court date to wherever the child lives. That's 18 years or under in most states. Some states is 17 and under, if you consider it a minor. And then once they receive that court date, within a few weeks or a month or so, they go to court on it. 9 times out of 10, by them being a minor, the judge will give them, a chance or maybe place them on probation. They won't immediately lock them up unless it's something severe and serious, violent, if somebody's got hurt, or unless they hurt themselves. So, Lieutenant letting them know, man, he ain't going nowhere. He's going back in the house. He's going back in the house when you get good and through. You ain't did nothing to this boy. You can't lock him up like that because he is a minor.
Make sure we get this information. And we got mom. They'll get mom information down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, can you step out for me? Just stand right here in this grass for me. All right. What's your name, man?
Yeah. Then he tells Walker not spaz out and all this other stuff. So the whole point, try to get him for when he wants to start being aggressive. And we tell him, pretty much put him in handcuffs so we can figure out what's going on, because he keeps coming in and out trying to argue with mom while they're trying to, figure out what's going on.
What's your birthday?
Am I good to go ahead and release him? All right, man, stand up for me. I'm gonna take them cuffs off, all right? Just face that car for me.
So he's concerned about his mom, He feel like, they got to arguing, and he can feel like he got his mom put in jail. So, that's the lesson he had to learn out of it. And that's just pretty much his concern right now.
This is what that behavior do to you.
Yes. All right, hold on. Hold on.
Hold that right here. Yeah.
All right, people. So thanks for sticking it in with me. Thanks for joining with me. Share your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think that the woman was wrong and they should have arrested her for trying to protect her son, even though she called the police out there on him? Do you think that the boy was did anything to cause law enforcement to arrest him, even though they turned around and released him because he's a minor? Or do you see the officer Chester that's out of control, especially with his history and his pattern, right? So continue to share your thoughts, here at School for Justice. And thank you once again. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Audit, to Lackluster, to Blue Watch, to all my colleagues, Georgia Tech, and much, much, much love to my subscribers. Until next time, I am your fam, your your host, School for Justice, here where we live, love, and laugh, and rise above the occasion. And I will continue to speak truth to power. And until next time, fam, let's live, love, and laugh. Take it easy, be safe, take care, and peace out. Salute.